Cowboys fans. Our third preseason game is now in the books. I just want to go over what I liked and what I didn't like. Early on in the game, the Chargers drove the ball down the field. Just like last year, it showed that the Chargers receivers were too big for our secondary. Every ball Philip Rivers threw, his receivers were right there to stab the ball. As the Chargers were driving the ball down the field, Philip Rivers dropped back. He threw a pass which was intercepted by Terrence Newman. It set up the Cowboys' turn on offense. 3rd and 6, Romo dropped back. San Diego brought the pressure, and Romo forced the ball, which led to a Eric Weddle interception. San Diego then drove the ball down the field, and they were able to punch it in for a touchdown. It was the Cowboys' turn on offense now. They had to punt the ball. San Diego got the ball back. Philip Rivers threw a screen pass to his running back. Brady James was there to poke the ball out. Gary Church picked the ball up and ran down the field. He could have been ran all the way. Anthony Spencer didn't pick up his block. Philip Rivers was able to get to Church. That set up the Cowboys offense on the 8-yard line. It was 3rd down. Romo dropped back and threw a back shoulder fade to Miles Austin. That was the first time the Cowboys got in the end zone all preseason long. So it was good to see Cowboys in the end zone. Romo and Austin got that back shoulder fade down pretty good. Nearly impossible to stop. At the half, the score is tied at 7-7. The defense looked flat. They didn't come out with the same intensity as it did in the first 2 preseason games. San Diego started off with the ball. They were able to drive down the field. Halfway through the quarter, they drove down the field, and they were able to get into the end zone. At this point, it's the Cowboys' turn on offense. John Kinna's in the game. Martellus Bennett's back from his ankle injury. Kinna drops back and throws a 19-yard touchdown pass to Martellus Bennett. So it's good to see Martellus Bennett in the end zone. He's going to have to step up big time this year. The injury to John Phillips was a big loss, and I'm hopeful where Martellus Bennett will step up. San Diego then got the ball back. The quarterback dropped back, threw a pass, which was picked off by Cletus Gordon. Cowboys had to punt again. San Diego got the ball back. The quarterback dropped back. Victor Butler brought the pressure, forced a fumble. Ball landed in the end zone and was recovered by San Diego, which resulted in a safety. At this point, the score was 16-14. That pretty much sealed the game. Like I said, Martellus Bennett had a big game. Bennett caught 4 of the 5 passes thrown to him for 45 yards and 1 touchdown. On to some injury news. During the game, safety Gerald Sensabaugh and Keith Brooking both left the game with shoulder injuries. Keith Brooking could have came back if he had to. The initial prognosis on Sensabaugh was he was going to be out 3 to 4 weeks. Today on his Twitter account, he posted, "Should be ready by Washington. Rehab is going great." So it looks like Sensabaugh will be ready for that season opener against Washington. This Cowboys team has been hit by the injury bug. The offensive line is injured. Although it was good to see Robert Brewster and Montre Holland step up, they held the ground pretty good during that game. So it was good to see that. Other players that had a big impact in that game, Barry Church had a big game. McCray, McCann, Cletus Gordon, Kwasi Owusu-Wansa needs to get that position down pretty good. Of course, we saw that he has that burst, but he needs to get that position down. As you can see, he wasn't too good at it. On Monday, former UFC champion Chuck Liddell visited the practice alongside Jake Glazer. He had his message to the Cowboys was to dominate the guy on the other side of the football. He goes on to say, football and fighting are two violent sports, and you just have to dominate the other guy. So it was good to see Chuck Liddell there to give our Cowboys some extra motivation. Like I said, we've been hit with the injury bug pretty hard. Hopefully it don't lead into the regular season. I'll be back with a review on the next preseason game.